Morning everyone, how you doing? And yeah, welcome back to another trade recap on our FTMO funded account. We've actually rolled over to a fresh month now, meaning that we've had our first profit split and our payout, which was lovely jubbly. And they also give the option if you want the money back, what you paid for the challenge for, the $500. Or if you just want to roll it over to another challenge, and that's the option I've opted for. So got a bit of a payout and also got another free challenge, which is nice. So we're now trading our 100k live account and 100k challenge. I'm doing that using a trade copier, and I completely forgot to make a video on how to set that up. To be honest with you, instead of deleting the accounts and doing it again, I'm just going to wait for the next account when we set up the next trade copier. It's pretty simple. There's loads of videos on YouTube that teach you how to do it. That's how I learned. I'll put the links in for those as well because they probably explain it better than I do. But yeah, next account I'll just make one myself as well. Well, yeah, actually moving on to that would be. So there she is. So I took a trade yesterday, which we'll go through now. Unfortunately, it was a loss to get us started off with, but nice trade. But yeah, this is the trade copier. So you would have like your main account, you've got your balance, and yeah, whenever you hit market execute, it will automatically, you don't have to change brokers or change in and out of accounts. It just copies onto your challenge account, which is nice. What else have we got there? Oh, this is the payout, proof of payout. So yeah, after the split, the 80-20 split, got dished out $3,000, which will pay for the coconuts. That'd be nice. And here's our trade. Yeah, all these ones here. Maybe I'll show this as well when we do the trade copier setup. This was basically me placing a trade, nowhere near the current price action. But it was just to make sure that the trade copy was working. So when I placed a trade on this live account, then I was signing out of my MT4 account here, signing into my challenge MT4 account, and just making sure that the right lot size was put in, the right price, the right stop loss. I didn't test it take profit, but it did. And yeah, it didn't the first couple of times, and I had to contact the trade copier and be like, why is this and why is that? As I said, there's loads of videos out there that show you how to do this properly. It's a little bit, well, I'm no guru. For people out there who know a bit more about this kind of stuff than I do, it'll probably be easy for you. But yeah, I end up just messaging their help provider and being like, why aren't my trades copying? And I think I copied the wrong password over, or something like the master password to the account instead of the investor password or something. I don't know. Anyway, we got it sorted in the end. I think this one did copy, which was nice. And then when we came to, obviously I did this a few hours before. Then we did come to our trading times. We were all set up and good to go. And this one did copy over to our challenge account, which we can see. Yeah, which it didn't really. Would have avoided a loss, but never mind. Little note on this as well. It's been a while since I've had a few accounts, but I do like. This is another reason why I like market execute. You see the price is a little bit different because it can have a slight delay, like fucking minute. And I just like market execute because I do remember a while back having a pending order once like one account got filled and the other account didn't. I'm pretty sure market execute eliminates that possible scenario. Yeah, we both got filled. It was nice. Shall we get on with the trade? I think we'll get on with the trade. Right, so as per starting on the 15-minute, just going to mark out the high here because we're trading short and that's handy. It's on the 4-hour candle. Anyway, let's go from top there. That nice big green candle wasn't there yet. Top down analysis. Yeah, so we are in a strong level of demand. That flipped. Strong level of supply. Fair one. But we've also come from a strong level of supply that's flipped a strong level of demand. So I was like, this is why we've ranged the last couple of weeks. So it's actually a counter trend trade on the weekly. So I'd say, look, this is the swing structure. None of this has been a deep enough pull back to break any demand for it to be bearish. We're still bullish. So yeah, counter trend trade on the weekly, but it is a pro trend trade on the daily and 4 hour, which is how I defined whether I'm pro or counter trend. So yeah, weekly I'm not really going off this confluence. Nothing really there jumping out at me. If I'm going to be a real, nah, because it's kind of preempting what could be happening when we're playing what has happened. But I was seeing this as a sweep of that tiny little liquidity in there. Look, that high is 0.44. That is 7.989. So there's a little sweep there to come down, test. I was kind of seeing this as failing the sweep, and then maybe it was going to melt. Sweep that liquidity and then melt off. But that is preempting. That's not playing what we see. That's playing what we hope to see. So I was aware that I'm not really using the weekly narrative here, but just in the back of my head. Let's go. We still got notes. Sweet. Yeah. So that long is making short that the rest of this candle's not there yet. Yeah, we're playing off the horizontal ray. But at the end of the day, we're bearish on the daily. Yeah. This swing point has just been wicked. It hasn't been broken through. So still the previous high is up here. Right. And we're in a demand to supply range flip. Back up into this. It is a stub structure point of interest. But yeah, this was like the order flow of that point of interest. And again, looking at this is aggressive. I like doing these trade recaps because it does make me proper look at the trade in depth as well afterwards, not just, that's it, done. So thanks guys, thanks for making me do this, and I recommend you guys do this with every trade you do as well. But yeah, looking at that, look at this point of interest, it's a very strong reaction from a structure there, substructure point of interest. Yeah, so we have swept, mitigated, caused a flip, but it hasn't actually broken anything yet into a strong level of demand. Yeah, that's a bit cheeky, mine. It is aggressive. So on the weekly and the daily, this is actually a very aggressive short. I'm just saw pro trend. We can be aggressive. 4 hour. This is when things is like, it's rude not to. You know what I mean? We've obviously had a big push in supply there, which caused a demand to supply range flip. There was also a bit of RSI divergence. So you had that was going higher and dropped off. This was going lower and dropped off. Small, but it's there. We did have really nice supply order flow on the lower time frame as well. All this was looking pretty sweet, and we've just been trickling up to then melt. There was a bit of me in this, was like, you hear in a few books like Trading the Zone and Mastery and all this stuff, when you get to you have this intuition, and I have seen things like this where there's probably, the big financial institutions are probably seeing that there's loads of orders above this, and they're going to melt off. This could be a big liquidity sweep. And I was like, it is teasing. I have seen it when it comes up, tests, fail, then breaks through. But it fit the plan, it fit the edge, and maybe feeling wise, it didn't feel sweet. I was right to trust my feelings, but you know, there's also trades what I've taken before where I've had that same feeling, but it fits the H. It ticks all the boxes, I take it, and it's a win. So that's why we have this entry criteria, the kick check. You know, it's like eliminate emotion. Now you can argue, yeah, it's good to play off your intuition, but no, I just want to play off the H, the kick check, putting this down a probability, not the. I mean, there is stuff I can look at here now. You know, the daily and the weekly, as we've just gone through. You know, it could have been cleaner. Yeah. But yeah, I saw this as a weak low. I really like this area to still come down and mitigate. I don't think we do. It looks like we're fucking off to these areas up here, which are also nice. You know, this is a nice area, but you know, this could be hit in play 2026 if we wanted to. You know what I mean? There's nothing to say it's got to come down, tap it now and then go. Yeah, there's no timing on the markets. Yeah, will this hold if you get a setup? Get good to jump. Yeah, always do like safety kit on the rig. So yeah, 4 hours nice, a little bit pro trend on the 4 hours as well, as we are still pro trend on the daily shorts. From a demand to supply range flip on the 4 hour and on the daily. Good supply order flow, weak low to target, strong POIs to target. Like, if the setup is there, I'm taking it, which I do. Let's get into the 15-minute. Right, we don't need that anymore. I'll put that. Okay, wait. Here's the Asian market B. There she is. So yeah, we're into London. That was an Asian. We never actually got a sweep short. And straight on the London Open, look, 7 AM, we just started pushing long. And again, I thought this was coming up for a nice Asian sweep. So, oops, that was why I wanted to mark that. Let's just quickly go through this as we're doing this. Kick check. So higher time frame narrative, just mentioned, are we serving from a range and a POI that created a flip and pro trend? So higher time frame narrative was teched. 15-minute, are we serving from a point of interest that created a 15-minute flip or above? So I'm just going to go back in time here. Yeah, there's a level of demand that had inducement that broke out. So we've got a strong level of demand that's come down, got tested, fell, got tested, swept, broke. I mean, that's a strong flip. I mean, so we're happy all day long with that. And we're actually just above the little flip inducement, which you know I like. So we haven't mitigated this point of interest here, which could be this, you know, high time frame liquidity. Maybe this was enough liquidity to sweep up in here to melt off. So I like that we had the 15-minute flip inducement. I want it on any of the time frames, but the higher the time frame, the stronger the confidence. We haven't had it on the daily or the 4 hour. It's just melted, but it's nice to see that we've got flip inducement at least on the 15-minute. So yeah, 15-minute badger there. Are we swerving? Are we serving from an area that swept liquidity? Yep. Look, this. Why is this all smiley faces, man? Where's the money? Is it that? I don't know. Unicorns. Why the fuck have you got unicorn? That's quite annoying. Where's the cash symbol? Show me the cash. Alright, I'm not going to go through that and find that. Anyway, look, right in there. Oh my god. There's our liquidity. Came up, swept, broke. Jesus. Sorry, guys. So yeah, 15-minute point of interest. Sweet. Came up in here. And we had been trickling up, you know, and it was teasing us. but we never quite got our entry model. If anything, we were just creating more liquidity within our point of interest to sweep to then go, which is our additional cherry. Is our liquidity sweep within our point of interest? Yes. 15-minute or above RSI, not in 15-minute, but we got it on the 4-hour, so that's why I say 15-minute or above RSI point of interest. So yeah, premium discount, yeah, we're very much in the premium 4-hour. This is the Asian sweep. Yeah, cool. So now we're just looking for our entry 1-minute point of interest checklist. Don't need that anymore. So you can see up here, look, we had like, I was marking out stuff from here, just to explain the thought process and the patience as we're going along. God, I'm hungry. I'm doing a 3-day fast at the moment. This is day 3, and just realised I could eat. Yeah, so I had this as a choc long, choc low, and we just broke up again. So I was like, oh, there's our new choc. See how we're kind of getting demand order flow? It's mitigating this and to go. So I was just waiting for this demand order flow to basically get broken, which she does. She does there. So we get the choc long, come down. There's stuff going on in here. You know, what we're testing, failing to break, sweeping, breaking through. But I wanted these levels to go. I believe I had that badger. Because this is demand order flow. And as I say, I want to see this demand order flow get broken. Right? Which we do. And not only do we break it, she dropped lovely flip inducement just underneath it. Which is beautiful. So now we got, do we have flip inducement on a 1-minute? Yes. 50-minute? Yes. Not on a higher time frame, which would have been a nicer, stronger complement, but it's all good. Do we have a choc? Yes. Has there been a flip? Yes. Have we swept liquidity? Yes. And it was within our point of interest, which is nice. Do we have inducement? Bonus. If it broke something, there's our inducement, and it broke, caused the flip, and it broke little substructure liquidity as well. So yeah, happy days. Is that all I've marked on? Yeah, cool. Let's just have markings. So that's how we had it. I wanted to cover the high. 4 pip, I think, was covering the high because I wanted to enter on 350. I'll show you why. It's still clean on the 5 seconds as well. Level of demand. Yeah, I think the low of that is 352. I just had 350. Nice and simple, and was covering the high, lovely, with 4 pip. Pro trend, so I was doing a 1 to 5. I was aware of this area, but yeah, high time frame trend. I reckon if we start breaking down here, we're good. So I had the entry got filled at 349, and the stop loss was 390. 349, 390. Take profit 7144, 7144 for a nice 1 to 5 trade. Yeah, that's what we like. This isn't the cleanest. If I'm completely, there could be stuff to look at here. I want to see like a proper wick up, wick down, clean fight, then go. Like the fight in the 1 minute is a bit more down here, but nah, it still fits the plan. It's still nice. As I said, I've seen him go from here. We've got everything we need. But she had other ideas. Got a tiny bit of a reaction. I think that even looked nice in the 5 seconds. I was like, yeah, nice. Where do we get filled? Oh, you over there. So 10.16, leave it there. Yeah. Oh, the clocks should change, isn't it? 9.16 now. 1 hour difference. Yeah, got filled there. Had a little flip. Don't know why I'm showing this because it doesn't matter. There's a little tap, flip, mitigating. I was like, go on, Mush. But she didn't. So, things to take away from this trade. Probably the weekly and the daily wasn't as clean as we would like. Yeah, I think if we had a stronger weekly and daily time frame supporting narrative, these are the kind of setups we like. 15-minute happy days, 1 minute very happy days, Asian sweep happy days. Yeah, I mean, just the higher time frame had different ideas. Nothing wrong with that. It was worth the risk. It's kind of one of those, if this melted, I'd like make that fist a plan. What are you doing? I mean, that's not FOMO. That's being a pussy and not executing your edge. This is the edge. We don't win every single trade. I've said it a lot of times in other videos with videos I'll be making soon. It's like sport. I relate this a lot to tennis. This is like a service game that got broken, or just a point you lost, or whatever. You've executed everything well. But yeah, Roger Federer hasn't won every single tennis match he's ever played. Every single point he's ever, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. You just play your game and look forward to the next point. Stay focused on the next game, the next match, the next point, wherever it is. What else do I want to cover? Cover the payout, cover the profit split. We'll do the trade copier, done the trade itself. Focusing on the next point. No, it's quite funny, right? I was loving meditations, and the day of the profit split, the day I got paid, I hit 10,000 minutes on my Headspace meditating app. I thought, they say you got to do things like 10,000 times to kind of start seeing progress. If you want to have a good forehand, you've got to hit like 10,000 forehands for it to be like proper ingrained, or 10,000 penalty kicks, or all that kind of stuff in it. I don't know if anybody's ever heard that, but it's kind of like a little magic round number. And I thought that's quite interesting coming to think that 10,000 minutes of meditation was on the day where you get the payout, which is nice. And I feel like I've had 10,000 minutes of meditation. I feel pretty chilled. What happened? She gone. This is the next day now. Gonna have a little look at the what we're lining up for today. Looks like. Should we do a bit of this now? That's gonna be lovely, isn't it? That could be interesting. Because there's your flip. Doesn't matter about marking this out, because this is not giving you heads up, because by the time I post these videos, this will be way gone. There's inducement. These are the kind of areas we could be looking at for today. That's still in the extremity of that badger though. Interesting. Oh yeah, and this was a clean demand order flow down here. With a flip. 15-minute flip inducement as well. Put an alert down here, buoys for sure. If we see price action come back down here anytime this week, be happy to look for longs. 4-hour flip inducement, 15-minute flip inducement. Is that pro? I think that's pro 4 hour trend now. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh my god, go away. Supply to demand range flip. And structure flip. That is now a strong low. Yeah, so 4 hour, that makes sense for longs there. Although yeah, we're still in this. I'm not going to go down to lower time frames to look at order flow, but there could be a weak order flow. Naughty, I've done that wrong way round. Should have gone daily first. But let's look at daily. Right, so that has now become a supply to demand range flip. Still in the extremity, but we are breaking levels of supply, and if we're breaking levels of supply from tapping into this strong level of demand on a weekly, pro-weekly trend, so we're pro-weekly long, still short on the daily till we break that. We are in these extremities, but we have had supply to demand range flip. 4 hour is nice for longs too. Yeah, we're frozen. It's probably a good time to end the video anyway, because I was waffling on way past the trade recap. So it's a loss, but I'm putting that down to probability, and probably not the strongest of high time frame confluence. Little thing to take away, take some notes and be like, oh mate, let's get this high time frame confluence a little bit more point. Alright, fuck it. I told you I'm hungry, can have a coffee. Cheers guys, hope that's helping, and look forward to the next trade. Have a good one. Bye.